I love you too, Papa. I'm talking like there's been mornings that I've probably eaten 6 bananas. I love you for every bit of pain that you've ever experienced in your life. For every moment of joy. So, baths in our house are a bit of a superpower. Good morning, beautiful people. You guys seriously would not believe it. Atlas only fed twice last night. Oh, night weaning, it's happening. And it wasn't even like, the feeding was like tiny little bits. And I just said to him, like, you can just have a little bit, and then back to sleep. And it happened. He seriously, and he went like 5 hours for the start of his sleep without feeding at all, which is like seriously magic in this house. So you can tell that our next video is going to be on our night weaning, which has been like, it's been life-changing for us, absolutely life-changing. I can't wait to chat to you guys more about that. But today I really want to talk to you about something that has been, I guess, like at the key to my parenting journey, and that has been like really putting time and effort into self-care and really just like showering myself with a lot of self-love. So we are gonna take you on our day-to-day and show you some of the things that have really helped me in my journey becoming a mom. Oh, okay.
Milk.
You're having milk. You don't need to buy it.
Milk.
Some of the things that have... Chucky, would you like to say hello?
Milk.
I guess that's the only thing with night weaning is your babies wake up, at least initially, and they're like, just want to feed 24/7. Just hard to get out of bed. I'm not complaining. Yeah, so we're going to take you on our day-to-day and show you some of the things that have been really powerful for me in supporting my journey into motherhood. And although we're going to do all of those things today in one day, so that I can show you guys, realistically, I don't usually do all these things on the same day or every single day, but I'll talk to you a little bit about that as we go along. Okay, Chucky, give me a sec. Okay, guys. I'm gonna go and attend to this guy, and I will see you guys soon. But what smoothie we're gonna have this morning, Chucky? This morning we're gonna have banana, cacao, peanut butter, and dates and almond smoothie. I'm also going to chuck in some barley. Every time I try to say this, I always mess it up. Some barley grass juice powder as well, because that's what we use as kind of like our multivitamin, and so I always try and chuck it in the smoothies for Atlas and also myself. Isn't that funny? Like as a mom, you're always like, yeah, I do this for my child. I'm like, I actually do this for my body as well. You ready, Bubba? Do you want to show everyone what you're eating? Do you want to hold your half a date up? How quickly have you eaten those dates? Can mommy see your dates? Do you love dates?
In the bowl.
Are you going to put the dates in? There might not be any dates left by the time we make the smoothie.
Down.
You're going to put the dates down there so you can eat another date.
Animal.
How many dates do you reckon you're going to eat this morning?
Well, animal.
Is that yummy? Loves dates.
Turning. Cup. Animal.
You wanted to go again? Okay.
Go
You press
again.
it.
The same.
Is it finished? Alright, Bubba, we're going to go sit out at the front.
Okay. One.
You want to go sit out the front, darling?
You sit down.
Sit down. Oh! You gonna have your brekkie here. Mummy have some too. Mummy's just shutting the door. This is one of our favorite things to do in the morning. So no matter what the night has been like, no matter whether we have like not slept all night and are really tired, the one thing that I've consciously done almost every single morning since becoming a mum is to make a very energy rich brekkie, and really like fast absorbable energy. So I'm talking like there's been mornings that I've probably eaten 6 bananas. I know people are like, girl, you are crazy, but honestly it's like bananas, like fast fats, like those sorts of things first up in the morning have really given me the energy to keep going, especially off the back of no sleep. And so what we try to do every morning is make a smoothie with, it's often got lots of bananas, often has cacao in it if I'm really tired, or berries or peanut butter. I try and put the barley grass juice powder in as much as I can remember. And the other thing that we like to do is we like to have our smoothie at a really slow pace. So we usually come wherever the sun is. So usually in our house it's in the front where we are right now, and we literally just come and sit in the sun, and Atlas has like range to just go and run around. I'm just watching him. He eats a smoothie a lot very slow, so he'll have a couple of mouthfuls, he'll go play, he'll come back, he'll go play, he'll come back, and it just gives me space first up in the morning to just sit and eat and get energy and just take the morning a lot slower. In my dream world, I would have been able to wake up in the morning without Atlas waking up, and I would get up and meditate. But that hasn't been a reality that I've been able to do of yet. So this is kind of like what my morning meditation routine looks like, is yeah, eating brekkie slowly with my baba. Anyway, I'm gonna go and get it before he destroys everything. Let me turn it around. He's put smoothie all over the ground and is currently painting with it. But I'm gonna go eat some, and I'll let you know what our next thing is. All right, guys. Are you painting with your smoothie? Were you trying to clean it off your pants? You tell me.
Wiping.
You were sweeping. Oh, you were wiping. You're getting very good with your spoon, darling.
Sit down.
You want Mummy to sit down on that seat.
Macadamia.
Did you find a macadamia?
Mommy.
Is there blueberries in there too?
Cooking.
Are you gonna put them in, Chucky?
Come on.
You gonna put them in the water? So bars in our house are a bit of a superpower. We use bath mornings on mornings where it's like, I literally can't face water. Like, and it's so funny today, like we woke up in such a great space, and I just wanted to share this video, so I was like, well, we're gonna have a bath, and I was like, but we don't really need it. And then I was just laughing because we just had brekkie, as you all saw, and Atlas got covered head to toe in smoothie. Knowing he hasn't naked, and I just give him a rinse, but we had clothes on because I was filming. Yeah, anyway, we really need to have a bath in the end. So for us, the way that I generally set up our bath is, like on these particular mornings, is I fill them up with essential oils. So it's a really relaxing space for me, and we've got a pretty long bath, so Atlas can play in one end. Thank you, darling.
Teapot.
You get your teapot. So Atlas can play in one end, and I can just kind of like be in the other end, and just relax and breathe. And he can come up and get the pouring. He can come up and get milk when he needs to, and it's also like a contained space. So I'm not really having to like supervise him, even though I mean, like, we're in a bath, like I can see everything that he's doing. So it's been a really powerful thing for us, and also for having a baby who has not been a good sleeper, or he's often woken up in the morning and been really tired. Can you move over here, Chookie, so Mummy can talk? He's often woken up in the morning and been really tired, but hasn't been able to get back to sleep because he kind of goes up and over really quickly. And so often when we have had a bath in the past, and I put like essential oils in, and often I also put some like magnesium flakes in, he comes right down. And so often it's like we've had brekkie, we're having a long slow bath, and then he's ready to go back to sleep. And then after that point, like, I'm so refreshed that I'm like, we can do whatever you want for the afternoon. And he's refreshed too, because he's like, he's getting more of a sleep. So it may not be like a thing that I set out to be like, this is a self-love task, but it really is, because I think sometimes we have these like active self-love tasks, which I'm going to share with you shortly, but then we also have these more passive ones where we are looking after our tiredness. And like, I don't know about you guys, but like for me, like when I feel really tired, I can find it really easy to go back into like a negative mind, like a negative spiral of thoughts, because I'm like, I'm just really tired. And for me, like, I really understand just how powerful our thoughts are in creating our future reality. And so for me, I'm like, I really want to keep those thoughts on what I'm bringing into my future. I really want to keep them as positive as I possibly can. But for me, I know that when I'm tired, that they go back. And so when I'm tired is a time that I actually really need to be the most active with my self-care, which often you find is like, when you want to do the complete opposite, it's when you want to like, well, I mean, it would be self-care to say curl up and do food, or I'm going to sleep for a week, but some people don't make that quite possible. But yeah, I think that's all that I wanted to speak to you on around baths. Atlas has loved baths. I've bathed with him ever since he was born. He loves the water, puts his head under, those bubbles. I love you too, my love. But for any other parents who are like, I would never do that. The other thing that some friends of mine do is they do a very similar thing, but when their child is in the bath, because they don't love the bath, they sit outside of the bath and put headphones in and listen to their favorite audiobook. So that's another thing that you can do as well. I guess it just depends how relaxing being in a bath is for you, or being in a bath with your child is for you, because I know that sometimes that's not so relaxing either. So yeah, I actually can't wait to show you our next self-care practice. It is one of my favorites, and it's been life-changing for me. And yeah, I often do it after I get out of the bath, so I look forward to doing that with you. Alright, I'll see you there, guys. Alright guys, we will, I really look forward to showing you what's next, so give me a moment. Let's just say getting Atlas out of the bathtub is not always the simplest task. He loves a bath, absolutely adores it, so sometimes it's a little bit of a mish, but let's see how he goes with the next one, because it's something, I don't know if any of you have heard of mirror work. It's something that I absolutely adore, and I often do without him, like when he's asleep. It's been a little while since I've done it with him, so this is going to be super interesting. Okay, so for those of you who have never, it's so funny having the camera set up facing the mirror. For those of you who've never heard of mirror work, it literally can be as simple as looking at yourself in a mirror. And honestly, like when I first started, that was hard enough. And I'm talking like just looking at myself in the mirror, and not just like looking at myself judging what I saw, but just looking at myself and breathing and like maintaining a really good eye contact with myself. It was really hard. And I would suggest, like, if you're thinking about doing this and you want to give it a go, you start off like fully clothed and you just literally take some deep breaths and look deep into your own eyes. And this can be really, really confronting for a lot of people to start with. Start off with 10 seconds, start off with whatever you can do. How mirror work has changed for me is I now set myself up in front of the mirror. I often do it without clothes on, because I'm like, really want to get deeply connected to me and growing a beautiful sense of love for everything that I am in this skin, and that includes my physical form as well. So I just set myself up in front of the mirror. Sometimes Atlas is running around. Often I do it when he sleeps. And yeah, so how I usually start is I take like a few deep breaths, looking at myself in the mirror, and then whatever thoughts come up that are positive, I say them out loud. And any negative thoughts that I catch coming up, I turn them into a positive statement and then I say them out loud. So if I catch myself saying something in my head that's negative about my body, I'll turn that into something really positive. So I have no idea what's going to come up today. I haven't done this practice in the last few weeks, so let's see how we go. All right. I love you, Haley. I love you for every bit of pain that you've ever experienced in your life. For every moment of joy that you've experienced. Every one of those moments has brought you to this moment right here. It's a moment where you're holding your baby in your arms and you're sharing with other people that it's okay to truly be seen. I love your beautiful eyes and how they see the world from such a different place. So interwoven with everything that you feel in your heart. I just caught myself thinking about how we were editing the video the other day, the YouTube video, and you were like, girl, you have got some serious wrinkles happening around your eyes. It was that 16-year-old self of yours that was just like wanting to judge what you looked like so deeply. And I caught myself thinking, how grateful I am that I have lived a life of so much joy. So much laughing has led to these beautiful wrinkles around my eyes. So much laughing. I love you. I love your commitment to this. I love your commitment to building a deep, nourishing relationship with yourself so that you can show your son, so that you can show our son what it means to truly, truly love yourself. And not just to tell him that he should love himself, but to honor that from your core. I love you for the really hard conversation that you had with Patrick the other night, because it felt hard to own how you really felt. How powerful is that? I love you for all the moments that have gone before this. I love you for all the moments that are going to go after this.
It's bit.
You can have a little bit, Daddy.
Yeah.
You love him? Girl, I adore you. I bet your son is just casually farting in your lap or you're staring lovingly into your own eyes. Oh, motherhood has so many beautiful moments. Oh, okay. I honor you for all the feelings that you feel, for every moment that's gone before this moment, and for every moment that goes after this. I honor you for the times that you feel conflicted. I honor you for the times that you feel judged. But most of all, I honor you for leaning into your truth and for following that path. So much love to you. You'll be. Okay, so mirror work can look very, very different for different people.
Sit down.
Sit down. Come over here, Chucky. Mummy's just going to talk for a minute.
Koala.
For some people, full of vocal, lot of emotion. There have been days when I've done mirror work where I've been giggling uncontrollably. There's been times that like deep sadness has come up for me. And I guess the thing about it is that I never really know what's going to come up. I always feel like everything that comes up like needs to come up, and I always feel lighter after doing it. And it has been a practice that has evolved like a lot, from barely being able to look at myself in the mirror to like looking at myself in the mirror and feeling the kind of love that I feel when Patrick... Yeah. It looks like a boat. To feeling the kind of love that I feel when Patrick gives me a hug, or when I hug Atlas. Like, that is so incredibly powerful for me. And I know it's a really hard subject, but Brene Brown says something in one of her books that often really challenging for people to hear, and some people don't agree with it. But I feel it deeply, and that is that we can only love other people as much as we love ourselves. And so in loving ourselves, we have a bigger container to love others. And I feel that. I feel like the more time that I put into nourishing myself and like loving myself deeply, like the more present that I am with the people around me, and honestly, like the deeper that I love them. So although at the moment like Atlas usually feeds during it, I might get like first up in the morning, sometimes we sit in the mirror and I do like a mirror work practice with him, but I'm not really looking at me, like I'm looking at him and going like, we're looking in the mirror, I'm encouraging him to look in the mirror, but I'm kind of saying things to him like what's some of the things that we say in the mirror, like I might look at him and say like I love your voice, I love the sound of it and how it allows you to have a voice in its life. So I'm looking at him and like kind of saying out loud things that I love about him, but encouraging him to look in the mirror. And how like I hope that this practice kind of, it's so funny I say I hope, but then I'm also like, I mean it will be whatever it will be, but I hope for him that it just gives him a tool as well. It gives him like he's growing up looking in the mirror from a place of love rather than from a place of judgment, because I feel like we're trained at such an early age to look in a mirror as a thing of judgment rather than as a tool of love. like, I think they can have such a powerful place in this world. It just happens to be not generally what we use them for. Anyway, I'm gonna grab some food and I'm gonna set this little guy up for our next task, which is another one that I absolutely love. So we'll see you soon. Hey guys, you would not believe it. So I was chopping up and editing the video that I was creating on self-care, and a really interesting thing happened. The footage that I cut down to was like an hour in length, and it kind of had a beautiful, I guess, side to it, in that I was like, wow, like I really have been doing a lot of self-care tasks over this period of time. But what I also realized is that I'm sure not one of you are like, yes, I want to sit down for a whole entire hour and listen to you talk about self-care. So what I'm doing is I am just rounding it off with a little video now, and I'm going to do it as a 2-part series, so that I am going to share the second part of our day with you in a second video. So I think that probably makes a little more sense. But yeah, I just really wanted to speak on the fact that I think that as mothers, or like as people in general, but I find this especially with mothers, that we value so much like the nourishing of our children and the nourishing and supporting of everyone else energetically, like often partners and other family members, and we are often the last people that we think about. But the reality is, we don't get our cups filled. We're not able to support our children like we want to. We're not able to be present partners like we want to. We're not able to build whatever it is in life or create if we don't take care of ourselves. And so I'm really, really passionate about this, because I think that it's something that's so important. And I really, really believe, and I said this before, like I feel like it's really been at the core of me really settling in and developing like a really content, really content mother within me. So yeah, I hope that you've enjoyed and I'm super excited for the videos that we're sharing with you in the coming weeks as well. So just a reminder that if you'd like to follow us daily, we're over on Instagram and Facebook, and if you would like to subscribe to our video, just subscribe, up, down, wherever the subscribe sign is showing right now. Yeah, we really look forward to getting to know you guys more as well. And in the comments below, if you have watched this and you're like, hey, they didn't mention this, or she didn't mention this, I love this self-care task, then pop in your favorite self-care task that you do. And then we can fill the comments up with like all the beautiful self-cares that we all do, and share them with other, there's that list, and we can share them with each other. Look forward to talking to you all soon. Mwah.